most people, when they hear JKUAT, you just think boys and bangy. There's nothing else. You just think of boys and bangy. The moment I joined JKUAT in Juja, I realized that it has a really bad name and it is a spoiled school. But then when I joined JKUAT, I noticed that most of the things people say out there are not even here, like bangy. Anyways, why I said spoiled is that when I compare to most of the universities that my other friends are in, Akina KU and UN and something, I just see a uniqueness in JKUAT, because JKUAT is a university that I would say it's far away from town but very close to town. It's like that child who went but is still close to the parents, you see. Like JKUAT ni, I don't know kama ni last born ama ni first born university. Because in terms of food, when you're in Juja, in JKUAT, around JKUAT, food is everywhere. Like huwezi jiambia, oh, hakuna food, ati sina place ya kukula. In Juja, food is everywhere. There are literally snacks at every corner. Everywhere you turn, there is a cafe. Mara kuna mtu anauza kuku pieces, mtu mwingine anapika hapo chapo, kuna mananasi pale, kuna sijui nini pale. Like everywhere you turn, kuna food. So that one point inaonyesha tu, I'm hustle to find food. Food is everywhere. Then I noticed that the school is the city. What I mean by this is that JKUAT is like the backbone of Juja, because without JKUAT, Juja won't live. Because I mean, most of the people there when you're Juja ni students, and that is a very interesting fact because it's like JKUAT is in the middle of Juja, and everything else surrounds JKUAT, meaning it's the town. You get, but then it's not the town. So meaning everything is just close to the school. Like students are just comfortable. They are not stressed. Like you get, compared to, let's say, let me just use KU because it is our sister school. So compared to KU, they're literally next to Thika Road. I do not know where they go get their junk food, or I don't know how they operate. Because every time I pass there, I wonder, where do they go to either have fun or just chill outside the school? Because I don't see how they have fun. Compared to JKUAT, when you step outside, you can see a liquor store, there's a bar there. Like JKUAT has so many things. It is fun to be in JKUAT. Also, the school has very big playing fields. Like, if you want to play, you can just go play in the field. The fields are big. I think every university has that, and every public university has a big playing field. Yeah, but then JKUAT is spoiled. It has a very big field that is very nice of a school, because I mean no one uses it and it's just there, so that is good. Why I said JKUAT is spoiled is that there's a club inside the school. Before you freak out, it's not a big club but you watu wataenda sijui kufanya nini huko. Yes, it's a club, but it's not a club. It's like a recreational space or area inside the school where if you want to have fun, you can go there and have fun responsibly since you're inside the school. And yeah, that is why JKUAT is spoiled, and that room usually has music. You can dance around and actually have fun with other students while still in school. So it doesn't mean you should go outside the school for you to enjoy your party or anything. You can book that room actually in JKUAT for you to do either a party, birthday party, or graduation. Because yeah, sometimes people hire that room. It's not a big room, it's a small room, and yeah, just for some few people. Yeah, it can be a safe place for if you're a student who likes staying in school and you want to party still. You can still just enjoy yourself responsibly around school. Now another point is that JKUAT has parks with trees. I've talked about trees before in a previous video on reasons why I love JKUAT. And yeah, the school has so many trees. It's green. First of all, the logo is, I think, maize. Why is it maize? The logo is maize with green, those two maize leaves. And when you enter the school, you're just invited with the green scenery, which is very light-heartening. never, yeah, it makes you feel calm as you walk through the green color when going to class. Plus, maybe you're graduating and your parents want to come over to JKUAT. There are hotels literally around Juja that people can use for either Airbnbs or just going around having fun in Juja. So yeah, if you reach that point where you are graduating, you don't know where to go, you live fast, do which other county, you can find those B&Bs that usually offer around, the lowest I've seen so far is 1600 per night. 1600 per night. And those B&Bs are really nice. I have contacts with people who deal with B&Bs. So if you need that service at some point, you can contact me. I'll look for them and we'll be able to communicate. And then the biggest spoiler of everything that is Juja, Super Metro. You know, JKUAT students don't even hustle for matatu. They panga line from Super Metro. And from Juja exactly, unafikishwa town at a very convenient place. Like, who wouldn't want to be in JKUAT? Because the other schools, I don't know if they panga line for matatu or they scramble for matatu. Because if you see Juja, I mean, tunapanganga line, and Super Metro is very nice. They're expanding their borders. Actually, I'd love to work with Super Metro. They're a very nice company. I love the organization. When you go to town, you find kwanza vile wanapakizo matatu kwa ako ka space kadogo, like wow, you're like, our drivers wote wako na so much coordination. Yani ukiwa around them unaifeel they're so organized, wanajua huyu akitoka huyu ndo anaingia, huyu ndo anaenda hivi, like so nice. And then being in JKUAT just means you get to use Thika Road, which rarely has jam and bumps and kusimamisha matatu. I mean, JKUAT is just, people are supposed to be stress-free in this school, but it's the opposite. Anyway, story for another day. So you get to use Thika Road every day, meaning haukai kwa jam for the 10 hours unless there's a very serious accident, and you enjoy your ride without boom, 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 boom. I mean, glorious. Yes, so anyone joining JKUAT usually feels the first pressure of being confused about what is going on in this county. Are there only men? Because your stereotype, are the only men peke. Yes, it used to be like that, but that was long ago, kitambo, when it was just considered an agricultural and technological school. Because most of the male courses were technological, so you wouldn't find so many ladies in that school. So after some time, JKUAT introduced co-ed. This information I got from a lecturer that was telling us a story in class, saying that the university introduced co-ed, which is a college for human resources, that later introduced ladies to the university. So that's how the ratio changed and kind of balanced off. So yeah, you'll find so many ladies in JKUAT right now. They're not men 100%. Like, let me say right now the ratio is 10 to 7, let's say. Because yeah, you can still notice the dominance in the male presence around the school, but mostly outside the environment. Though when you notice, there are so many men in this county. But when you enter the school, you can't really tell. Most of the time you'll find ladies in the nje, and you're like, I thought it's a male-dominated school. So yeah. An additional one is that the hostels are near school. You can't find someone unless that person wants to live far. But the hostels, most of them are near school. They're just around the school. So kama tungekuwa tunatumia bell, ungekuwa unasikia bell hata ukiwa kwa hostel yako, but hatutumii bell. So yeah, hostels zenye ziko around are very cheap, they're very nice. Some of them are comfortable, some of them are not, as you'd expect. And all this comfort for JKUAT students comes at a price, because you find that most students are lazy. They know that it's time to eat. They'll just go eat there. There's this shop. When I was joining first year, my classmates used to hype this one shop. called First Class. It's a food-ish hotel. So me, I didn't know why they were hyping it up, but its prices are higher than all the other shops for student class. But when I went to that shop, it was just normal, but I really ended up falling in love with their mokimo. Every time I go there, I ask for their mokimo because I think it's their signature dish, and if you go late, you won't find it. So I loved that hotel because of that. And then there's this Java Juja. It's called Green Savannah. I've never entered that hotel, but I hear that it's the most expensive hotel. And why it is expensive, as I heard when I was in first year, is that you see these other hotels, they sell their chapati at 10 bob. But then now at Green Savannah, they sell their chapati at 30 bob. So that is very expensive to someone living in Juja. Do not take this lightly. That is very expensive. That's 10 bob extra there. That makes it the most expensive hotel. But then I must go and see it. I must visit it before you finish school, because I need to see the wonders. If you'd like, also, if you're new to Juja and you'd like a tour, I have people who do services, touring people around Juja, showing you what is what, where is where. And yeah, you can just put your comment and I'll be able to reach you, and yeah, you will get a tour from people in Juja. If you're also looking for a house, I have contacts with people who are looking for houses for people. And if you're looking for stationery, I also have a plug for stationery. And yeah, just talk to me in the comment section, like, share, and yeah, see you next time.